Brazil. Mato Grosso. Prosperous state of natural beauty, strong economy, and people who build opportunities. It is in this scenario that some of the finest cottons in the world are harvested and picked. Cotton cultivation got started in the Cerrado of Mato Grosso in the 90s. It was an alternative to soy culture. A story written by people from various backgrounds that set out with an ideal: produce in Mato Grosso high-quality cotton and become the largest cotton center in Brazil. Soon, the cotton culture grew in area, productivity, and quality. Currently, cotton culture of Mato Grosso accounts for 50% of national production. Some aspects have contributed to this success, such as the favorable weather and terrain relief conditions, the flatlands, government support, intensive use of technology, and especially the determination of the producers. It was also in Mato Grosso that the first Brazilian organization that joined the cotton growers emerged, called Ampa, Mato Grosso Cotton Growers Association. With a mission to represent the longing of Mato Grosso's cotton producers, promoting development and strengthening the sector, Ampa has become a benchmark and is an internationally recognized association. 10 years later, in 2007, IMA, Mato Grosso Cotton Institute, which is dedicated to research and development of production technologies, was born. With the increase in planted area, investments in technology, and producers' organization, the state currently supplies the domestic market and is already the leader in Brazilian cotton exports. In 2009, there were over 267,000 tons exported. The average participation of Mato Grosso in the Brazilian exports has been 62% since 2002. However, in order to reach this level, Mato Grosso cotton growers comply with strict international productivity and quality standards. It all starts with soil preparation. The activity requires special care to avoid erosion and other damage to the soil, taking into account rational handling practices. Sowing takes place between the months of December and February. As cotton grows, the cotton fields must be free of weeds throughout the entire cycle. Harvesting takes place 150 to 200 days after planting. The harvest process is mechanized, and from the fields, cotton is produced in the cotton plants. This sector has also advanced technology for cotton processing, which takes place in stages. From the dismantling of the bundles coming from the fields up to the storage of the product to the market, through cleaning, ginning, and pressing. Following the universal standard for cotton classification, the cotton culture in Mato Grosso delivers results by HVI, a tool that analyzes cotton characteristics such as length, strength, uniformity, and micronair. HVI certifies the intrinsic fiber high standards of reliability and is essential in the production line of the textile industry. Cotton culture traceability was also introduced in Mato Grosso. It adopted the label with barcodes to identify the bundles. Thus, it was possible to detect the origin of the product in case of problems or doubts as to its quality. Part of the production supplies the textile industries in Brazil. Another part wins the world and reaches the most demanding consumers. And now, Mato Grosso relies on a special feature in the cotton industry. It is the dense cotton planting, a technique brought from the United States and Argentina and allows a shorter period of planting, providing an increase in production. Everything is done in a sustainable way to significantly reduce the application of pesticides and fertilizers. The dense cotton technology consists of increasing the number of plants per hectare, reducing its pace and the production cycle, which becomes 40 to 60 days shorter than the conventional one. This technique, adopted by the local cotton producer conditions, granted IMA with the FINAP Technological Innovation Award for 2010. Another important difference from the cotton culture in Mato Grosso is the commitment toward environmental sustainability and social responsibility. Farmers in Mato Grosso created the Social Cotton Institute, AIS, in 2005, which educates farmers to develop social outreach programs such as compliance with labor laws, attention to the workers' safety and health, in addition to respect for the environment. He who achieves these objectives receives the AIS seal, which certifies cotton social compliance. On the same line of social and environmental responsibility, projects Japuíra and Fibras do Cerrado were established. These initiatives develop professional training programs and support the local textile and handicraft industries. Ampa also joined the project of workers' vocational qualification. In partnership with the government of Mato Grosso and the Ministry of Labor, the Association of Mato Grosso Cotton Producers assists young people in vulnerable situations with professional courses, basic education, and referrals to the labor market. The work developed by cotton farmers in Mato Grosso is setting an example for other countries. Sudan, an African country, wants to get to know, in practice, cotton production techniques in Mato Grosso, and to that effect, IMA is signing a partnership agreement with the Sudanese government for technology transfer. It means another aperture for future negotiations. It is with determination, investments in technology, the association of the producers and their social and environmental commitment that Mato Grosso's cotton stands out as a reliable, high-quality product which meets the demands of the biggest consumers in the world. Produced with modern high technology, it meets the international quality standards. From planting to fabric manufacturing, cotton crosses borders and is part of our daily life. It is here, in Mato Grosso, that one of the best quality cotton in the world is produced and makes Brazilian agricultural business proud. IAS, IMA, Ampa, Mato Grosso Cotton Growers Association.